Foxtrot. G5ANF, KF5 DOC in control, go ahead.
Alright folks, this one coming at us from the west. I'll put the radar view on here. Show you what I'm talking about. This is the one I'm watching right here. And it's actually showing a nice hook on it still. It's by itself, it's on the southern end, and it's taking more of a right turn. And it's coming right at my location, so I'm going to kind of watch this. It's 7 p.m. local time here. Hey folks, the one I'm watching is still to our west. I'm right here where you see this gray dot. Yeah, this right here still has a nice hook on it. There's really not much in front of it. Nothing cutting off the flow of moisture getting into it. This one could be a long track one that's developing. Nice supercell. It's already got a TBS signature on it. Nice hook. This one's kind of taking more of a right turn than the rest of them. You notice out in front of it, these are kind of moving due northeast. This one's taking more east-northeast. This tells you this cell's kind of taking on a life of its own. Have a little more energy to it. Alright folks, as you can see on radar, that one to my west just went tornado warned. As I thought, this one is kind of taking on a life of its own. Been kind of a good spot to watch this move in. This is kind of moving east-northeast toward my general direction. I may end up having to move a little bit further north, but we can make that call here in a few minutes. Yeah, tornado warning now for just the northwest side of Little Rock. This is going to pass just to the northwest of Little Rock. Looks like Maumelle is in the direct path of this. And it'll come up to the east-northeast and come just north of my location, which is putting me in a good spot to intercept this from the south. So we're going to kind of hang here, kind of evaluate this storm, and then we'll move from here. Alright folks, still continuing to watch this one off to my west. This one is really wrapped up, and it's going to go just to my north. We'll end up making a decision to move here rather soon. This thing is looking really scary though. Mayflower, if you are in Mayflower and you're listening or watching this, you need to be underground right now. Maumelle especially, I see a debris ball on this. The one thing about this one is there's nothing to the south of this or impeding the moisture transport into the storm.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, it's definitely an art. But the rewards of it, I mean, you kind of kick yourself in the ass. You didn't have yourself set up what you saw like the most.
Oh yeah.
Like something like this. I mean, might as well. BB. Yeah, I'm gonna charge it a little bit more on the way, just because we'll have some time to get out, I think.
Okay. Alright, so you want to go through BB?
Yeah, BB and then head west. Alright folks, we're getting ready to intercept the storm that's moving on the north side of Little Rock. This is a very, very potent supercell. Okay, so this is on the ground. There's power flashes now being reported with this.
Power flashes to the west. What exactly is your position? Operating north between Mayflower and Montmell. It's the straightaway. It's a straightaway, and there are power flashes. I can confirm there are power flashes. Okay, I need a mile marker if you can. I will report that. Just give me a mile marker as soon as you can and give us call sign nice and slow. WX0X net control emergency traffic. If you can and give us call sign nice and slow. WX0X net control emergency traffic only. It's just north of exit 142. Just north of exit 142. Skyward. We got a new tornado warning, Central Wake County and Central Arkansas until 8 p.m. At 7:24 p.m., National Weather Service radar indicated a severe thunderstorm. This storm was located near Searcy. Doppler radar showed this storm is moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. Locations in the path of this storm include Searcy, Judsonia, West Point, Higginson, Providence, Kensett, Bald Knob. Take cover now. Tornado warning, 8 p.m. For Central Wake County and Central Arkansas. This is WX0X Arkansas Skyward. Emergency traffic only. Skyward tornado emergency for Saltillo and Bologna. Tornado warning remains in effect for southeast western White, extreme north central Pulaski, extreme northwestern Lonoke, and southeastern Faulkner counties until 8 p.m. At 7:38 p.m., storm spotters and National Weather Service meteorologists were tracking a confirmed tornado with reports of damage. This potentially deadly tornado is located 3 miles east of Tornado emergency for Saltillo and Bologna until 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time. This is WX0X net control. Emergency traffic only. Yeah, go ahead, Ed. You're not seeing it now. You should soon. Go ahead. Got a tornado on Auto Road and Audubon. Auto Road and Audubon on the ground now. Yeah, copied Autobahn. What was the other one? Nice and slow. Otto. O-T-T-O.
Alright, folks. This is coming right for my location, if not just a little to my north.
Okay, copy. On the ground, Auto Road and Audubon. WX0X net control. You're off the mic.
Here's my current location, and here is where the possible tornado is.
Not in Parker County.
Alright, what I do is
All right, we should be.
I didn't know I'd get too much further. I don't know if it'd be too far if we went that way.
No, I think this is the spot.
Center control, can I get WA? Go ahead, Darren. Yeah, go ahead. Approximately 2 miles north of 64 Highway 5. Moving to the northeast. I just got wrapped in rain, so I don't know any more observations right at this point. Understand tornado on the ground 2 miles north of 64 and Highway 5 wrapped in rain, correct? I am wrapped in rain right now. Yeah, escape route, I suggest getting south. That's the best way that I can tell you from looking at the radars. Get south. WX0X net control. WX0X, WTTM safe priority traffic. Priority traffic, go ahead.
Just cross
I can confirm there's report. I'm 2 miles east of El Paso on 64, and I see the tornado to my north and west.
This is a long track one. The one I was telling you that supercell back then, this is going to be the one that stays on the ground.
Yeah, you're right. You're the man. That could hurt me just right there, huh?
No, it's going to be right there.
You go too much further down, it dips down into the valley. You can't see nothing.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. It's going to cross just north of us. They're probably coming from the north side. They could be rain wrapped from the south side, but yeah, because then it starts going more toward the northwest.
at the air evac base, reporting a pretty substantial amount of damage to downtown Bologna. Trees and power lines down. Stand by for further. Yeah, trees and power lines down. If you get an idea of building damage, let me know. WX0X. Storm is right now looking like it is probably east of Highway 5 and definitely coming into Wake County now. It does still look to have a pretty hardy tornado signature. WX0X, net control, emergency traffic only. Net control, this is KF5 LPG. I don't know if you guys have gotten any reports yet. You probably have. There's major damage in between Mayflower and Montmell, just around Mayflower on I-40. There was some metal buildings, some cars flipped over, tree power. This is a really bad scene. Those reports, thanks for that though. WX0X, net control. Stand by for a severe thunderstorm warning. This one's going to be over by Russellville. WX0X, net control. Weather Service in Little Rock issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern Conway, eastern Johnson, northeastern Logan, south central Newton, Polk, POPE County, west central Van Buren, and north central Yell until 8:45. At 8:02, National Weather Service radar is indicating a storm northwest of London or 10 miles northwest of Russellville and moving northeast at 40 miles per hour. Once again, severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern Conway, eastern Johnson, northeastern Logan, south central Newton, Pope County, west central Van Buren, and north central Yell County until 8:45 p.m. WX0X, net control, Arkansas Skywarn. Net control, KF5 WMW. KF5 WFW, net control, go ahead. Yeah, on 365 between Maumelle and Morgan, there are many trees down, lots of power lines down, and no power. Maumelle and Mayflower, sorry. And at least one house completely wiped out. Skywarn. I'm expecting multiple damage reports. Let's just give me just a moment on damage reports. We've still got an active tornado emergency at this time. WX0X, net control. To recap, we still have the tornado emergency for El Paso and Floyd. National Weather Service in Little Rock has issued that tornado warning until 8:30 p.m. and that includes the tornado emergency for El Paso and Floyd. This is not an update. This is the same bulletin as earlier. WX0X, net control, emergency traffic only.
I'll do live streaming too, so if you guys ever want to watch my live WX scope.com. know you're watching the weather. What's that red scope doing right there?
What's that?
Oh, that's the camera.
Yeah, that's a GoPro.
Okay, cool.
That's a time lapse. That's capturing high resolution. So even in the dark, I'll be able to see what it is.
It looks like your beat was 700. Okay, good. No hail damage.
Right. Well, I tend to stay away from hail.
I mean, how do you know to stay away from it?
You look at the
On
radar.
the front side or the back side?
Well, it's usually on the northeast side of the storm. Usually on the southwest side. The northeast gives me a hair.
Skywarn. For tornado warning for northern White County, WX0X net control. Tornado warning for northern White County and central Arkansas until 8:45. At 8:11 p.m., National Weather Service radar indicated a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado. This severe storm was located 2 miles southeast of Gravel Hill, or 13 miles west of Searcy. Doppler radar showed this storm moving northeast at 50 miles per hour. Once again, tornado warning for northern Wayne County and central Arkansas until 8:45 p.m. Keep in mind, this is the damaging tornado that went through Maumelle, Mayflower, and on up into Bologna. So this storm has a history of producing tornadoes. This is WX0X net control, Arkansas Skywarn.
Actually, I can go ahead and I'm going to put this on the track right now. You can follow me. I'll have it on the GPS.
Control WX1DX. WX1DX, net control, go ahead. Sir, I can confirm house damage and multiple trees down, line damage exactly on the first little ridge line north of El Paso. Looks like the damage path is going to be at least an 8 to maybe a quarter-mile wide so far. East to a quarter-mile wide northeast of El Paso at this time. At this time, we'll go ahead and take the repeater out of emergency use at this time. We'll just go to reportable criteria. We still have a tornado warning in effect for northern Wayne County, and we'll just go no check-ins and reportable criteria only. WX0X. At least 3 houses hit by this one. Looks like the path followed pretty much that little ridge line and the first county road just north of there. Can't remember the name. Just stand by for a weather bulletin. Victor Kilo. We just went down Interstate 40 and there's semi-slipped, mobile homes trashed, cars upside down, bodies everywhere. I'm heading up 64 now, heading up to El Paso. WX0X, everybody stand by for a weather bulletin from the National Weather Service. WFIW with Arkansas Sky Award. The National Weather Service Little Rock has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Cleburne County, northeastern Faulkner County, southwestern Independence County, south central Stone County, southeastern Van Buren County, northwestern White radar indicated a severe thunderstorm capable of producing quarter-sized hail and damaging winds in excess of 60 miles per hour. The storm was located 5 miles west of Rosebud, or 15 miles southwest of Heber Springs, and moving northeast at 40 miles per hour. Once again, the National Weather Service in Little Rock has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Cleburne County, northeastern Faulkner County, southwestern Independence County, south central Stone, southeastern Van Buren, and northwestern White County until 9 p.m. This is AE5NW, Net Control, Arkansas Sky Award. AF5WP, can I get an update on the trailers and the bodies? Whoever said that, can you tell me your location? Thank you. Skyward. The direct to net, you go directly through net control if you want to contact somebody. That's an unconfirmed report at this time. Station calling, what was your ident? KF5 Tango Victor Kilo. We're heading down 40 in between Morgan and Maumelle and Mayflower exit. It's very, very, very bad. I mean, there's semis flattened, trailers, cars upside down. Ambulance, paramedics are there on scene. People are in stretchers. It's bad. I'm on 64 right now, heading about 5 miles from Bologna. 5 miles west of Bologna, heading east towards El Paso. Gonna go look at what's going on in Bologna and El Paso. This is KF5 Tango Victor Kilo. Thanks for the update. KF5 you clear. This is KF5WG. As far as we can tell, the sheriff and Arkansas State Police have shut down 365 due to damage. Spotters that are up near Crosby and Wake County. Weather Service is indicating they believe the tornado could be back on the ground again. We need confirmation. The yacht is heading in that general direction about 35 miles in the rotation. Would you like me to do that? Do whatever you like, just be very, very careful. It's indicating that it's on the ground again, so just be very careful. It's definitely recycled. WX0X net control. Thank you, receive, thank you. west of Bologna on 64, and we're hearing people yelling help out in the woods from the residents. State police are on scene, and they have the 64 closed down. Came right across 64, 5 miles west of Bologna. KF5, Tango Victor Kilo. And that you indicate the tornado crossed the Highway 5 west of Bologna on 64, is that correct? Crossed Highway 60, the tornado crossed Highway 64. Copy that. I'll relay that to the Weather Service. WX direction at control. KF5 Tango Victor Kilo, there's a barbed wire fence across the highway on 64, 5 miles west of Bologna on 64. KF5 Tango Victor Kilo.
Got power flashes.
Roger, copy that. Control, Alpha Delta 5 Lima Lima. Delta 5 Lima Lima, this is KF5 TOC net control. Call sign here is Alpha Delta 5 Lima Lima. Name is Bill. We are 9.9 miles north of Bald Knob on Highway 167 near the Velvet Ridge Church of God, and we're watching for the storm. You all are watching in White County. 5 Lima Lima, we copy that. Appreciate it. KF5 TOC and Arkansas Skywarn net control. Skywarn net control with an update. A tornado warning remains in effect for northern White County until 8:45 p.m. At 8:25 p.m., the National Weather Service Doppler radar continued to indicate a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado. This dangerous storm was located 4 miles northeast of Crosby, or 7 miles northeast of Searcy. It's moving northeast at 45, that's 45 miles per hour. Locations in or near the path of this dangerous storm include Step Rock, Velvet Ridge, Providence, Clay, Russell, Sunnydale, Leota, Armstrong Springs, Crosby, Roosevelt, Dewey, and Albion. And again, that's
Tornado warning remains in effect for northern White County until 8:45 p.m. This is KF5 TOC, Net Control, Arkansas Skywarn at the National Weather Service office. These for a question, if I could please, regarding search and rescue on Highway 89. Calling, this is KF5 TOC Net Control, go ahead. Additional resources for Highway 89 for lighting and search and rescue. Have they found those missing people in the woods? Give us your name and specific location and call sign one more time, please. Daniel Shaw, Victor Kilo 2, Foxtrot Sierra Romeo Victor, down near Mayflower, about a mile and a half south of 89. Inquiring about, excuse me, were you inquiring about missing people in the woods, or were you reporting missing people? Control, you advise there was a couple of people, or people were screaming in the woods for help. I'm looking towards that general location, so we'll just need to know if you need assistance up there for lighting.
We might come up with something at one point, kind of going that way. Well, I try to stay away from
The report that we received earlier was that Arkansas State Police was on the scene, but we appreciate you checking.
Does that show our position? Oh, that circle right there. Okay.
And this thing's tightening up still. I mean,
Okay, station received.
it's still going to continue. It's a long track tornado.
Just following parallel that interstate like they always do. We would have just had a few more daylight hours.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. All Alright folks, you're still watching. The storm is moving off to our north and east. Still has a pretty good hook on it. Probably still has a tornado on the ground. Just to the north of Searcy. It's going to continue to move off to the north and east. Was watching this cell all the way back behind, just to the west of Little Rock. And I saw that there weren't any cells to the south. Knew that this would probably be the one to watch, and sure enough, this is the most damaging tornado of the evening. $1,400.
Say what?
1,400 views.
Yep. Jumped up quick. You were riding the whole time.
I try to be.
Friend Michael saying pics on Twitter were showing how big the tornado was. It was huge.
Oh yeah, they got pictures?
Yeah.
I can't wait to see them.
NHL, this is KF5.
At least somebody saw it.
Skywarn net control, go ahead.
10-4. Do you need an update on the situation out here in our Ferndale area?
Only if you're seeing active storm or funnel clouds, tornadoes, any reportable criteria, we've got plenty of damage reports.
Skywarn. Negative. Again, I'm with West Alaska Fire in Rescue 2. We'll be standing by.
Guess everything else is dying off, ain't it?
Copy your West Alaska Fire. Just go ahead with your report. We'll copy that.
With a low-level jetting dig, it'd probably go for a few more hours and produce some damage all the way up. This would be one of those long train tornadoes you see that go 100 plus miles.
Or MHL, KF5, TOC net control.
The tornado that hit Tuscaloosa went all the way up to the Georgia Mountains.
Man, I didn't know that. That was amazing. I seen that one. That's a long ways. Yeah, that was. What was that? Was that last year or year?
That was
2 years
2011.
ago.
It's actually today's the anniversary of that.
Man, that might be the biggest tornado Arkansas's had in a while. As far as staying on the ground.
Well, I'd be interested to see what the that debris ball, that was scary looking.
WXRX net control with Arkansas Skywarn. We're looking for anybody up in northern Wake County in the area of Velvet Ridge or Providence. The tornado right now is indicating near Providence, and the Weather Service is looking for reports. Everybody that's up in that direction, let me know if you see anything. WXRX net control.
I know it. We were right there. Here,
Well, it's a matter of you're balancing safety and trying to get the tornado. Not anymore.
Be like, yeah, what's up? It's huge.
That's still coming. It's coming.
Net control, KF5,
That velocity comes going straight to Columbia.
5 WTT, KF5, TOC net control. Go ahead.
That's how the tornado that's in the district post.
I got a report of a major gas line break north side of Gravel Ridge and Highway 107. Possible evacuation.
Because we were on the south side of the building. I tried to stay with precipitation.
A gas line break on the north side of Gravel Ridge and Highway 107 with possible evacuations. KF5 WTT, it's KF5 TOC, Arkansas Skywarn net control.
There's no storm sucking the inflow away from that storm, so it's just. I mean, there's
Net control, W2DMC. TMC standby for a tornado warning. The National Weather Service in Little Rock has issued a tornado warning for north central White County and central Arkansas, west central Jackson County, and south central Independence County. This is in effect
There's some other cells trying to pop up behind it.
Yeah.
Capable of producing a tornado. This severe storm was located
They are worth
2 miles
watching.
southwest of Step Rock or 11 miles, 11 miles north of Searcy.
Well,
Top of radar
tomorrow
shows
on the
severe storm
Mississippi
moving
Delta.
northeast at 50 miles per hour. Locations in the path of this dangerous storm will include Step Rock, Newark, Sunnydale, Possum Grape, Eppington, Denmark, Pleasant Plains, Velvet Ridge, Roosevelt, Gray, Oil Trough, Thida, Providence, Matz, and Dewey. Again, the National Weather Service in Little Rock has issued a tornado warning for north central White County, west central Jackson County, south central Independence County. This is KF5TOC with Arkansas Skywarn.
Well, the sun was out south of Little Rock. That's
To TMC, KF5TOC, Skywarn net control, go ahead.
yeah. This location.
Color report came down Mount Olive Road in Bologna, Port Highway 64. There are 3 major gas leaks along that route.
We got Bologna.
Almost total
I
destruction.
came up from Texas.
Several houses completely destroyed. Telephone power lines down. It's a very dangerous area to drive through. But anybody stay out of there, you need to. Up the Mount Olive Road in Bologna, 3 major gas leaks and total destruction or a lot of destruction in that area. Appreciate that report, KF5TOC, Arkansas Skywarn net control. Skywarn.
There you go. Wow. Well, he's saying Plantation, Arkansas. I don't know where Plantation, Arkansas is. Maybe that's not the one. That's probably a little like town or something between. It's got to be the one that. That's got to be the one. Yeah. Yeah. All right, man. I think I'm gonna head out. It was fun. Next time you're in Arkansas, give me a shout.
You can contact me on Facebook.
I will.
Get back with you. Arkansas chance.
Yeah, I'll email you or whatever your email address on that Facebook page you like.
Yeah,
okay. Okay. Well, be careful, bud.
Yeah, man, you take it easy.
Alright folks, well I'm going to head to my next target for tomorrow's setup. Between Greenville, Mississippi, and Vicksburg. Let's go ahead and take one last look at the radar. See my current location. And that storm is still wrapped up. Still has a nice VTS signature on it. Probably going to produce a tornado for the next few hours. Long track tornado. Extensive damage coming from Valonia, Mayflower. This tornado is going to continue to move up to the north and east. Probably pass just south of Pleasant Plains. If you're in the city of Newport, I would be on guard. It'll probably pass between Bradford and Newport. And this thing could go for a while, folks, because there's nothing to the south of us stopping the inflow. I was pointing this out when the storm first started back west of Little Rock. There's nothing south of this thing to cut this thing off. It's still sucking in moisture, sucking in that heat and energy. See where that notch is? Just sucking in all that moisture. That's a long track tornado continuing to move off to the north and east.
Or near the path of this tornado include Pleasant Plains, Velvet Ridge, Possum Grape, Heffington, Oil Trough, Ida, Olympian, Gray, Newark, Roosevelt, Max, and Denmark. Again, this is a tornado emergency for Ida and Oil Trough. If you're in or near those areas, take cover at this time. KF5TOC with Arkansas Skywarn Net Control. Skywarn. Net Control. Just a recap, just a reminder, we do have a tornado emergency for Thida and Oil Trough. This is not a new issuance. This is just a reminder. This is a repeat of previously transmitted information. A tornado warning remains in effect for north central White, west central Jackson, and south central Independence counties until 9:15 p.m. At 8:45 p.m., storm spotters, National Weather Service meteorologists were tracking a confirmed tornado with reports of damage. This potentially deadly tornado was located 6 miles northeast of Step Rock, or 17 miles northeast of Searcy, moving northeast at 45 miles an hour. This is a tornado emergency for Thida and Oil Trough. If you're in or near that area, please take cover. Locations in or near the path of this tornado include Pleasant Plains, Velvet Ridge, Possum Grape, Heffington, Oil Trough, Thida, Olympian, Gray, Newark, Roosevelt, Max, and Denmark. Again, that is a tornado emergency for Thida and
Okay,
Oil
folks,
Trough.
this is a pretty bad day for tornado damage. And this could be the start of a pretty nasty outbreak. Tomorrow's not looking any better across parts of the Mississippi Valley. And even Tuesday across parts of Alabama, Georgia, even parts of eastern Mississippi. Let's just hope this isn't a prelude of things to come, but the conditions tomorrow are coming together just like today. They may even be a little bit stronger tomorrow. So we're really going to have to pay attention. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. I'll be posting information once I get to the target tonight on where I'll be setting up. We'll be out again tomorrow.
North central Arkansas, northeastern Faulkner County, Independence County, south central Izard County, southeastern Stone County, northwestern Wayne County. This is in effect until 9:45 p.m. At 8:55 p.m., the National Weather Service Doppler radar indicated a severe thunderstorm capable of producing quarter-sized hail and damaging winds in excess of 60 miles an hour. The storm was located 4 miles southeast of Heber Springs, moving northeast at 1660
Alright folks, just a little bit of an update. I'm taking a look at some of the radar trends. I'll pull this back up for all who are still watching. We have some more storms developing off to my west, one of which looks to be rather suspicious, has a nice little hook just to the northwest of Rosebud, just northwest of my location. I will not be intercepting this as the road network is not adequate and it's dark. But this could be the next one that goes tornado warned. Again, there's nothing to the south impeding the moisture inflow to this, so you have to watch those. That was the case with this storm. That's still going strong with a new tornado warning out, coming up just to the north of Newport. Probably come up toward Tuckerman. I did hear there was a tornado emergency for Oil Trough. That's been the general rule of thumb with this storm. There probably still is a tornado on the ground with this continuing to move off to the north and east. This could continue to produce a tornado for the next few hours. This could be one of those tornadoes that we see in the history books as one of Arkansas's long track tornadoes. I forget which year it was, but Valonia got hit with a tornado. I think it was in recent history too. I have to look at the history on the Valonia tornado, but I do know that they have been hit before in the past. So that's, once I get back, I'm going to go back and research tornadoes that have hit Valonia. I met up with a local, and he kind of followed me around for a little bit. He was telling me about some of the road networks around here. And I always like meeting up with locals too, because they'll tell you different things about the road network that national chasers won't be able to know. You can look at GPS, but the locals know the nooks and crannies of the road network, so it's always a good thing if you can link up with a local that can tell you some of the bad spots to be and where the best places to view are. And that's kind of what I did today, and made a decision to pull away from this thing. Road network was poor. It just wasn't worth it, and wouldn't be able to see much anyway. Had it been a little more daylight, I'd probably been a little more ballsy with it, but if you can't see it, what's the point? And some of these other chasers, they just want to get into it, and for what? You're not going to see anything besides even your vehicle flipped upside down, and then people just think you're stupid or don't know what you're doing. One of the two. Now sometimes that's going to happen. Sometimes you get caught off guard. I mean, experienced chasers, as we've seen before last year, it does happen. Some people just shouldn't be out, especially in this terrain. Well, I'm going to keep streaming, folks. I'm going to go to my next target, either between Greenville, Mississippi, and Vicksburg, for a potentially dangerous day tomorrow. While I'm driving, I'll continue to watch the radar and make sure nothing's popping up around me. You always want to do that. Don't always assume the storms are over with when the one's past you. There always could be another one that pops up around you, so you got to be weather aware. The biggest thing to do is learn about those boundaries. Learn about where the warm fronts are and the cold fronts. Once you learn where those are, you can get a better idea of how safe you're going to be. If you know the cold front's past you, then that's a pretty good indicator that you're going to be safe. But if it hasn't passed you yet, there's always that chance. And the biggest thing too, all these people that got caught off guard today, I'm hearing about all this damage people caught on the freeway. There was plenty of warning about this days in advance, folks. I know the moderate risk went out, or the high risk went out this afternoon, but there was a moderate risk days in advance. So there's a lot of education that still needs to be taking place with the general public when it comes to severe weather.